Alright, example number 2 of eccentrically loaded foundation. Design a rectangular footing to carry the following loads below. The footing base is 1.8 meter below the natural grade line with effective soil bearing capacity of 180 kilopascal. The column is 400 by 400 mm. Say the length is equal to 1.5 of the width. Dead load, actual, and live load is equal to 550 and 400. Moment dead about the y is 90. Moment live about the y is 80. F prime is 21. Fy 414. Diameter of the bar is 20. E eccentricity is 250. Thickness is 500. And the effective depth is equal to 400 mm. Determine the number of reinforcement along the length and the number of reinforcement on the center band. Okay, say for example, this is the given plan view of the foundation. We have here the width and then the length. So we have also here the y-axis and the x-axis at the center of the foundation. And we notice that the column has an eccentricity equal to 250 mm from the left of the centroid of the footing. Okay. Now, the given moment here, dead load about the y. Alright? So, kapag may mga given tayo dito na dead load about the y, okay, or about x man yan, this is always acting at the column's axis. Okay? Take note that this one is in reference to the column's axis. Okay, so anong ibig sabihin nun? So ibig sabihin lang nun, gagawa ka rin dapat ng axis mo dito. So meron tayo dito ang axis of the foundation na yung y and x niya dito sa center. So gagawan mo rin yan dito. Bale, no? So meron ka rin dapat dito ang y-axis and x-axis ni column natin. And yung sinasabi dito na moment dead about the y, okay, and then live load about the y, ibig sabihin yan, dito siya nagmo-moment. Okay? Ayan na. So, moment about the y. So, dapat in reference to the column. So, bakit ganun, na? Well, ang loads naman natin ay nag-a-act muna sa ating poste bago niya i-transfer sa ating pundasyon, no? So, kapag may mga dead load tayo na moments and live load, ibig sabihin dapat sa poste yan galing. Okay? So, hindi diretso dito sa may ating gitna ng ating pundasyon. Alright? So, dapat clear po ito, no? Dapat sa axis ng ating column. Now, kung i-rewrite natin ito dito, okay? Okay, take note, no? Ang goal natin ulit dito ay dapat i-represent natin itong mga loads natin na to. Okay? So for example, this one is our this one is the actual load and we have here the moment about the y. Okay? Ang goal natin ulit dito ay i-represent yung forces na to, yung actual natin and moment dito sa center. Okay? So magkakaroon sila dito ng moment representative, the MR. Okay? Now, yung MY natin, okay? So, again, unahin natin dito yung service muna. Okay? Service na loads muna. So, we have here the moment dead plus the moment live. Now, yung moment dead natin dito is 90 plus 80. Okay? So, that 90 plus 80, this is actually equal to 170 kilonewton meter. Then also, okay, so ito by the way, no, this is okay, clockwise. Now also, meron pa tayong isang moment. Okay, so ano yung moment natin yon? Okay, so this is the moment due to the actual load. Okay, so that is equal to P times E. Alright, so yung P naman natin dito, that is dead plus live, 550 plus 400. Okay, so this is simply dead plus live times the eccentricity. Okay, so pwede nating pag-plusin na lang dito muna kasi service lang naman to, di ba? So wala pang factor yan. Now this is again 550 plus 400 times the eccentricity na 0.25. Alright, so type lang natin dito 550 plus 400 times 0.25. Okay, so we have here a moment of 237.5. 237.5 kilonewton meter. And then, itong moment naman ito dahil sa actual ay counterclockwise bale. Okay? So clockwise 170 and counterclockwise na 237.5 kilonewton. Okay? So kung magkakaroon tayo dito ng MR, that will be, okay, yung value ng MR natin ay, okay, so itong magnitude ng 237, this is greater than 170. So yung hila ni PE ang magga-govern. So therefore, magkakaroon tayo dito ng MR na counterclockwise. Now, ano naman yung kanyang magiging magnitude? Now, the magnitude of MR is simply, this is PE less the moment about the Y. Okay? So, that is 237.5 minus 170. Gives us 67.5 kilonewton meter. 67.5 kilonewton meter. Okay? So, meron na tayo ditong MR. So, again, for the sizing of the foundation, okay, para sa eccentrically loaded, QE is equal to the QU max. Okay? Hihiramin natin yung formula ni QU max. Okay, yung QE natin dito bale is given na effective soil ay 180 daw. Now, this is equal to, okay, QU max is simply P over A. Okay, dahil max ito, dapat plus yung sign natin. And then, meron tayong MXC over I and then MYC over I. So, yung MXC, di na natin ilalagay dahil 0 naman. Wala namang binigay dito. Okay, so ito na lang yung gagamitin natin. And then again, although may U dito, ultimate, yung mga loads natin dito must be service loads only. Na? Kasi ine-equate natin siya sa effective. Right? So, again, ilagay lang natin everything. Yung P natin, what is the P? Again, yung P natin is the, eto lang, 550 plus 400. Okay? And then, what is this MY here? Okay? Yung MY na to, okay? Okay, moment acting at the center. Moment at the center of foundation. Okay? So, ano ibig sabihin nito? This is the moment acting at the center of the footing. So, simply, itong MY na to becomes the MR. Alright? So, this is simply the MR. Ni-represent na natin siya, no? Okay? And then, yung MR naman natin, kung papansinin natin, about Y pa rin naman. Okay? So, meron tayo ditong MR acting about the Y pa rin naman. Okay, so yung MY dito mawawala na siya, no? Napunta na siya kay MR. Yung magnitude ni MY dito ay ni-represent na nung ating MR. So MY is now equal to MR. Kung i-rewrite natin ito, QE is equal to P over A plus MRC over I. Now careful again, yung MR natin is about the Y. Okay, so dapat yung mga C natin ay parallel sa X, then yung I natin ay naka-base dun sa X and Y natin. Depende sa direction ni MR. Okay, so pwede rin ang MR ay maging about X, no? Depende sa given. So pwedeng ganun naman. Alright, so i-substitute na natin everything, 180 kilopascal. Okay, and then yung actual natin, again, this is dead and live. So that is 550 and 400. 550 and 400 divided by the area of the footing. Now, the area of the footing is simply length times the width. However, ang sabi dito, length daw is equal to 1.5 of the W. Okay? So, length times width, that is now equal to 1.5 W times W is 1.5 W square. Okay, 1.5 W square. And then, plus MR natin. Yung representative moment natin, that is 67.5. Okay, 67.5. Then, what is the C? Okay, yung C natin is simply, okay, dahil yung MR natin ay parallel sa length, dapat yung ating magiging C ay, ito. Now, from the center, papunta dito sa dula. Okay, so that is simply half of the, okay, this is simply half of the L. Okay, the C is simply half of the L. Okay, so pwede natin ilagay dito L over 2. However, alam din natin na ang L is 1.5. So pwedeng idiretso na lang natin dito half of the L over 2. Okay, divided by yung I natin. What is the I here? Okay? So yung MR natin ay parallel sa x-axis. So dapat yung naka-cube dito ay yung length natin. Okay? So ilagay na lang natin muna siguro dito. Simplify natin muna. I is simply equal to base natin, bale dito ay yung W, yung height natin ay yung L, which is 1.5 W and then cube over 12. Okay? So simplify natin ito. This is 1.5 raised to 3 divided by 12. Okay? 9 over 32. Okay? So yung I natin dito is simply 9 over 32 W raised to 4. Okay? So pwede na natin yan i-substitute dito. 9 over 32 W raised to 4. Okay? And papansinin natin dito, isa lang yung unknown, which is yung width natin. Okay? Now, the width now is equal to 180 is equal to 550 plus 400 divided by 1.5 x square plus then x raised to 4. Okay? Now, shift solve lang natin lahat. Okay? Solving for x. Oops, may negative. Ayan. So, x natin dito is equal to 2.01. Okay? So, 2.004 or 2.01. 2.01. Okay? Or, gawin na lang natin 2.05 meters. Okay? Now, ito na yung width natin. Then, yung length naman natin dito ay 1.5 of the W. Na yung W na gagamitin natin ay yung 2.05 na. Okay? So, 2.05 times 1.5 gives us 3.075. 3.075 or 3.8 or 3.10 na lang. Okay? 3.10 meters. Okay? So, ang ating dimension is 2.05 by 3.10. Now, letter A, determine the number of reinforcement along the length. Okay? So, ibig sabihin nun, yung mga bakal daw natin dito parallel to the length. Okay? So, yun yung bottom bar natin. Now, again, para makuha natin yung length na yan or yung number of rebars, we need moment first. Okay? So, saan yung moment natin dito? Okay? So, burahin lang natin ito siguro, yung mga pinagsusulat na natin. Tapos, ilagay natin yung bagong values o yung kailangan lang natin dito. Okay? So, again, meron tayo ditong dalawa. So, pwedeng ang location ng critical moment natin ay dito sa face ng column na to. Okay? Or pwede rin naman na dito sa face ng column na to. Okay? So, saan ba dito yung mas critical yung kanyang moment? So, paano natin kunin yung moment na yan? So, kailangan natin ng pressure sa ilalim ng ating pundasyon, of course. Okay? Now, kunin natin yung factored na pressure sa ilalim ng ating pundasyon. Okay? So, para ma-determine natin yung magiging MU critical natin. Now, meron tayo ditong factored for the moment about the Y. Okay? So, lagyan na natin dito ng subscript na U. Okay? Para ultimate. This is equal to 1.2 of the dead plus 1.6 of the live. Okay? And this is equal to, equal to 1.2 ng 90 plus 1.6 ng 80. Okay? So, 236 kilonewton mm. O kilonewton meter rather. Okay? And then next one, meron din tayo ditong PUE. Ayan. So, ultimate yung actual load natin times eccentricity. Okay? So, yung eccentricity naman nila is parehas lang. So, lagay lang natin dito 1.2 ng dead. That is, okay, PD plus 1.6 ng live times eccentricity. Okay? So, this is equal to 1.2 ng 550 plus 1.6 ng 400 times 0.25. So, we have 325 kilonewton meter. 325 kilonewton meter. Again, itong MY natin dito or MUY natin ay clockwise and then ito naman ay counterclockwise. So again, uulitin lang natin, gawin natin ulit, no? I-represent natin ulit yung mga moments na to as a single representative, no? Yung MR natin. Okay? So meron din tayo dito syempre magiging ultimate na representative force. So this is simply the PUE minus the MUY. Okay? So this is now 325 less 236. So meron tayo dito ang ultimate na MU, that is 89 kilonewton meter, and then yung kanyang direction ay of course susundin niya yung PUE. Okay? So counterclockwise dapat. Okay? So uulitin lang natin lahat dito, na. So yung QU na natin dito, yung maximum and minimum i-determine na natin. Okay? So again, yung MUR natin ay to the left na direction. Okay? So kung ito yung ating column na ulit or foundation natin rather, say for example, nandito na yung ating, again, no, ililipat natin lahat dito sa gitna. Yung actual natin nandito pa rin, ililipat mo na yan sa gitna. Tapos meron tayo dito, okay, so PU yan, tapos dito naman ay MUR. Okay, so bale yung MUR natin ay to the left. Okay, so ibig sabihin, ito yung maximum natin. Okay, so nandito dapat yung ating QU max, and then dito naman ay of course, nandito na yung QU min natin. Okay, so again yung column natin kung papansinin natin ay nandito sa may bandang, for example, yung column natin ay nandito. Okay? So nasaan dito yung magiging MU natin? So pwedeng nandito yung MU natin or pwedeng dito sa may bandang gilid. Okay? So pwedeng sa left of the column or the right of the column. Okay? So kunin muna natin yung values siguro nitong QU max natin and the QU min. Okay? So again, yung QU natin, meron tayo ditong formula. Palitan lang natin everything. So PU na to dapat plus. Okay? So plus minus ito. Meron tayo ditong, of course, R na yung gagamitin natin, which is about dy. Okay? So ito ay about dy, tapos C over I. So bakit lagyan natin ng about the y yan? Dapat kasi para malaman natin, no, yung magiging values nung C natin and the I. Okay? Now, kung QU max yung kukunin natin, dapat plus, tapos kapag minimum naman ay dapat minus. Okay? So QU natin dito is equal to, yung PU natin ulit ay 1.2 ng dead plus 1.6 ng live. Okay? So 1.2 of the dead plus 1.6 of the live, divide this by the area of the footing. Now yung area of the footing is now yung final natin, yung 3.10 by 2.05. So 3.10 and 2.05. Okay? Plus, okay, so plus minus. Sige, plus minus na lang muna gamitin natin. Yung MUR natin is equal to 89 kilonewton meter. Okay? And then yung C natin ay simply half of the length. Yung length natin dito ay 3.10 divided by 2. Okay? And then divide this by the I. Yung I na na-derive natin kanina is simply 9 over 32 of the width raised to the 4th. Okay? 9 over 32 width raised to 4. Yung width natin dito ay 2.05 raised to 4. Okay? Now, kung plus ang gamitin natin, maximum yon. Then, kapag ka-minus naman ay minimum. Okay? So, kunin na lang muna natin dito yung maximum. Okay? 2.05 raised to 4. Okay? So, equals, meron tayong maximum na 222.89 kilopascal, 222.89 kilopascal. Then for the minimum naman, palitan lang natin ng negative yung banda dito. So mag times negative 1 na lang tayo para maging negative. Okay, so for the minimum naman 167.35. 167.35 kilopascal. Now, para makuha natin yung MU natin, first, kailangan natin ng mga pressure dito sa mga critical points na to. Okay? Tawagin na lang natin to siguro na A, pressure A natin dito, and then pressure B. Okay? So, mode 3 to lang tayo dito. So, meron tayong X, and then meron tayong Y dito. Okay? Now, yung X natin, so siguro dito na lang yung reference natin, no? Okay? Reference. Okay? So, at 0 distance, meron tayong value ng QU max. Okay? So at 0 distance, we have the value of QU max, which is 222.89. And then at distance, okay, length of the footing, that is 3.10 or 3.1. Meron tayong QU min naman, 167.35. 167.35. Okay? And then dito kunin natin yung pressure ni A at pressure ni B at what distances? Okay? So for A, ang distance niya dapat ay equal to what? Okay, so ito yung ating footing. Now, tatandaan natin, ito ay total of 3.10. So, on both side, meron tayong 1.55. Okay, to the left and 1.55 to the right. No, hati sila, 3.10. Okay, burahin natin yan. So, again, ito ay 1.55 meters. Okay, 1.55 meters. Okay, tapos meron tayo ditong eccentricity na 0.25. Okay, and then half of the column, this is equal to column diameter or dimension natin ay 0.4. So half of the 0.4 is 0.2. So bale, yung distance ni A, yung nandito, is equal to 1.55 minus 0.25 minus 0.2. Okay, so 1.55 less 0.25 less 0.2, that is equal to 1.1 meters. Okay, so from here, meron tayong 1.1 meters. And then, para naman sa B, okay, yung dito banda, idagdag na lang natin yung dimension ng ating column, which is 0.4. So, meron tayong 1.5 naman para kay B. Okay, ayan, so dito, 1.10 and then 1.5. Okay, so input lang natin ito sa ating calcu, mode 32, mode 32. Okay, so input natin ito sa calcu natin, 0. Tapos, 3.10. And then, meron tayong values, 222.89 and 167.35. Okay, now kunin lang natin, no? Regression lang natin, 1.10. Ano yung magiging value ng A natin? So, 203.18. 1.10 y hat is 203.18 kilopascal. Alright? And then, for the QUB naman, this is equal to 1.5 y hat is equal to 196.202. 196.02 kilopascal. Okay, so may mga pressure na tayo dito. Now, we are to determine kung ano ba yung magiging MU natin sa left and sa MU natin dito sa ating right. Okay? So, separate na lang natin ito. So, tawagin natin tong area 1. Okay, and then dito naman sa kabila yung magiging area 2 natin. Okay, so this is for the area 1. Okay, so ito yung naputol natin. Again, meron tayo ditong 1.10 sa left side. Tapos nandito yung QU max natin and the QUA. So ano yung magiging value ni MU dito? Okay, so meron tayo ditong dalawang area kasi trapezoidal yung nabubuo natin dito. So meron tayo ditong F1 para sa ating triangular and then meron tayo ditong F2 for our rectangular. Okay, so ang MU natin dito bali is equal to, so ang MU lang natin dito ay simply equal to yung F2 natin times half nung 1.1 plus yung F1 naman, ang kanyang moment arm ay equal to 2/3 ng 1.1. Okay? So, ito yung kanyang magiging value. Now, ang problema natin dito, ano ba yung value ni F2? Ano yung value ni F1? So, for F1, this is simply equal to the area. Okay? So, yung area niya or yung volume niya rather. Now, yung area na nakikita natin is equal to the triangular na shape. So, ano yung delta dito? So, yung delta dito na force is simply QU max minus QUA. Now, again, the area is simply 1/2. Base 1 natin is equal to 1.1 times yung height niya ay yung delta, which is QU max minus QUA. Okay, so area pa lang ito. Kailangan natin tong i-times ng width para maging volume. Okay? So, dahil dito nga po yan, di ba? Ayan, so dito. Para maging volume, area pa lang yung nakikita natin sa elevation view, times natin ng width para maging volume. Now, this is equal to what? So, this is now 0.5 of 1.1 times, okay, QU max natin is equal to 222.89 less QUA, 203.18, 203.18 Okay, so that is the pressure times the width. This is equal to 2.05. Okay, so meron tayong 22.22 na force for F1. 22.22 kilonewton. Now for the F2 naman, meron tayo ditong rectangular lang, no? So that is simply QUA times the width. Okay, to 1.10. Okay, yung width nito, yung nakikita natin, times of course magiging times pa natin ng width ulit para maging volume. Okay, so area times volume is equal now to the force. Okay, so yung QUA natin ulit dito is equal to 203.18 times 1.1 times yung W natin ay 2.05. So we have here 458.17. 458.17 kilonewton. Okay, and then finally, pwede na natin kunin yung ating MU. Okay, so yung MU natin dito ay, so equate lang natin lahat. F2 natin ay 458.17 times natin ito sa 1.10 divided by 2 plus F1 natin 22.22 times, so 2/3 of 1.10. Okay? Then meron tayong MU na 268.29. 268.29. Okay, so for the area 2 naman, ito naman yung magiging itsura or yung cut natin. Meron tayo ditong MU, tapos ang nakikita na natin dito ay yung QUB and the QU min. Tapos yung length natin dito ay simply yung 1.6. So paano nakuha yung 1.6 dito? So meron tayong total length na 3.10, less natin yung kanina dun sa area 1, 1.1, tapos yung ating column dimension na 0.4. Okay, so meron tayo ditong naiwan na lang na length na 1.6 meter para dito sa ating cut. Okay? Now, para malaman natin yung MU natin, so ganun lang din dito. So magkakaroon din tayo dito ng, tawagin na lang natin tong F3 na. Okay? Tapos dito naman sa kabila, meron tayo ditong, okay, F4. Okay? So the MU here is equal to F3 times kalahati ng 1.6 plus F4 1/3 ng 1.6. Okay? Right, no? So, ano ba yung F3 natin dito? So, yung F3 natin dito is simply the QU min times the area. Okay? Times length times yung width ng ating footing. This is 2.05. Okay? So, yung F3 natin dito is equal to 167.35 times 1.6 times width natin na 2.05. So, meron tayong 548.91. 548.91 kilonewton. Okay, and then for F4 naman, we have, okay, so this is a triangular. So, that is 1/2. Ang base natin ay 1.6 times yung height natin is simply the difference of QUB and the QU min. Okay, so lagay natin dito QUB less the QU minimum. Okay, so area pa lang yung nakikita natin. Of course, times natin ng width para maging volume. Okay, magiging force na siya, no? So this is 1/2 of 1.6 of QUB natin dito is 190 times 196.02. Okay, less yung QUA natin na 167.35. Then, of course, times pa natin ito ng width na 2.05. Okay? 2.05. So, meron tayo dito 47.02. Okay? 47.02 kilonewton for our F4. Now, finally, ang MU natin dito sa area 2 is equal to, so, ang MU natin dito is 548.91 times 1.6 divided by 2 plus F4 47.02 times 1.6 divided by 3. Okay? So, meron tayo ditong MU na 464.21. 464.21 kilonewton meter. Okay? Now, comparing MU of the area 2 versus the MU produced by area 1, apparently, ang critical dito na MU ay yung sa area 2 natin. Okay? So ito yung MU na gagamitin natin to design the main bar of our foundation. Okay, so MU na natin dito. Next step tayo. MU is equal to phi mn. Okay, and then mn is equal to 0.85 F prime C AB times D minus A over 2. And then equate natin ito mamaya sa C equals T para makuha natin yung area ng steel. Now, yung MU natin ulit dito ay equal to 464.21. So, diretso na natin siya dito. 464.21 times 10 raised to 6 lang natin yan. Okay, divide natin to ng 0.9. Para yung MN natin dito ay equal to MU over phi. Okay? And then, this is equal to 0.85. Ang F prime C natin dito ay 21 megapascal. Okay? So, that is 21. A natin ay hinahanap, unknown, times yung B natin dito ay is of course yung width ng ating column o nung ating foundation rather. So, yung width natin dito is equal to, okay, so dapat ito ay naka-mm. So, this is equal to 2050. Okay, 2.05 or 2050. Times yung effective depth natin, given naman na, okay, gamitin lang natin yung binigay, that is equal to, okay, so yung width na binigay ay 400 less A over 2. Okay, so ang unknown lang dito ay syempre yung A natin. Okay, so isimplify lang muna natin yung iba dito, no? Para mas madalian yung ating calculator. So this is 464 times 10 raised to 6. Okay, so 0.9. Baba natin lahat ng constant dito sa right. Okay, yung galing sa right, 0.85 times 21 times 2050. Okay, so tapos store lang natin ito sa A na lang siguro. Okay, so A now, okay, so kung isi-simplify natin ito, stored value ng A is equal to A times quantity 400 minus A over 2. Okay, so kaya naman ng calcu pero mas maganda simplify na lang natin. Okay, so A is equal to X times 400 less X over 2. Okay, shift solve lang natin dito. Okay, so meron tayong A na 36.94. 36.94 millimeter. Okay? And then, pwede na natin dito equate C equals T. So, this is now 0.85 F prime C AB is equal to AS FY. 0.85, 21, yung A natin ay 36.94 times yung B natin ay simply yung width ng ating footing is equal to area ng steel times Fy na 414. Okay? So, AS natin dito bale is equal to 0.85 times 21 times 36.94 times 2050 divided by 414. So, meron tayo dito ang 3265.04. 3265.04 mm square. Okay? So, hindi pa to yung answer natin dapat, no? Kailangan pa natin tong i-check for the minimum area. Okay? Now again, yung AS min na gagamitin natin dito dahil ang F prime C natin ay less than 32, 1.4 over Fy times BD yung gagamitin natin. So 1.4 divided by 414, yung B natin dito ay yung 2050 times effective depth natin na 400. So yung minimum area ng ating steel must be 1.4 2050 times 400 divided by 414. 2772.95. 2772.95 mm is square. Okay, so between the two, of course, ito yung mag-govern sa atin. Alright, okay, finally, pwede na natin isolve yung area or yung number ng rebars natin sa ating bottom bars or the main bar. So, the number of the bottom bars is simply equal to the area of the steel divided by area of one bar. So, yung binigay sa atin dito ay 20 mm yung diameter. 3265.04 divided by 0.25 times pi times 20 is square. Okay? So, meron tayo ditong 10.39 or 11 pieces. 10.39 or approximately 11 pieces. Okay? So, ito na yung ating letter A. Oops! Since nandito ka na rin naman sa part ng video ito, maaaring pa-like, share, and subscribe ka na rin sa ating channel. Thank you! Okay, next question, letter B. Determine the number of reinforcement on the center band. Okay, so for the letter B naman, ganito lang yung magiging itsura niya, no? So meron tayo ditong center band. So yung center band natin ulit, saan sinusukat, no? Sabi dito sa rule natin, ang center band ay susukatin natin sa gitna muna nung ating column. Okay? So ano yung equivalent width nito? Okay, so again, yung width ng ating footing is equal to 2.05 meters. Yung length natin ay meron tayong value, no, na L equal to 3.10 meters naman. Okay, so sabi sa rule, dapat yung center band natin meron din siyang value equal to the width. Okay, so dapat ito ay width din na merong magnitude na 2.05 meters. And then from the center of the column tayo magsukat, kalahati to the left, kalahati to the right. Okay? So 2.05, divide this by 2. Okay? So meron tayong 1.025 on the left and on the right. 1.025 and 1.025 meters. Okay? So yung center band natin, okay, madali lang naman ito. So the area of the center band, okay, is simply equal to gamma of the AS. Again, yung AS dito ay yung sa main bar natin. Okay? So expand lang natin ito, yung gamma natin. This is not the gamma of the soil or the concrete. So this is actually equal to, okay, gamma is pala yan, no? So 2 divided by beta plus 1 tapos times area of the steel. However, beta is also length divided by width. Okay? So this is now equal to 2 all over. Yung length natin ay 3.10 divided by the width na 2.05 plus 1 times yung area ng steel na gagamitin natin ay yung area na nag-govern kanina. 3265.04. 3265.04. Now the area of the center is simply equal to, so this is 2 divided by 3.10 divided by 2.05 plus 1 times 3265.04. Okay, so we have 2599.35. 2599.35 mm square. Now, yung tinatanong dito is ilan daw na piraso ng bakal ang mapupunta dito. So, the number of the bar natin para sa center band is simply equal to the area of the center. Okay, tapos divide lang natin ng 1 bar. So 20 pa rin naman yung ginamit dito all throughout. Then finally meron tayo dito, okay, so 0.25 times pi times 20 square. So we have 8.27 or 9 pieces. Alright. So ito na po yung ating example number 2.